Beadle after the Potter's Bar draw. A shock result in many ways. What did you make of it?
I wouldn't say shock. I think you look at their recent results. They took Bath to a replay last season in the FA Cup. They beat Bishop Stortford this year in the FA Cup. They took Hampton and Richmond to a replay in the FA Cup. So they're used to coming and doing a job. We could have been out there for a game and a half and still not scored. Just one of them games. Like I said, plenty of possession, moved the ball much better second half, dominated the game for long periods. Just didn't fall for us.
Shots from distance and not too much nitty gritty in the penalty area.
Yeah, like we just said, we weren't quite at it final third. I think we took too long in the final third, which creates that space if you do things quicker. We took a little bit of time doing things which let them regroup and get bodies in the way, and they defended great. So it was really difficult to get a clear opportunity, and then when one does fall to John 6-7 yards out, you expect to see the net, and like I said, so it's one of them days. If he's putting it over the bar from there, it's going to be one of them days. Lance nearly gets on the end of the one from Jamie right at the end there, so another half a yard, he'd have got it and towed it in, but like I said, it wasn't to be our day. The lads' effort was spot on, their football was decent second half, but it just in that final third we just looked a little bit flat, as in we couldn't get the tempo right in that final third to create the clearer cut chances. So, but like I said, wasn't a poor performance by a long way. A bit like a Dunstable, where people are probably expecting it to be what it but like I said, you look at what they've done this year and last year in the Cups, they've done alright. So like I said, and it's always the same, 11v11 on the day. We're just disappointed that we just didn't quite get a final end product on one of them balls into the box.
I thought Gary Preen showed up really well down the left, and the man of the match, Dara O'Shea, talk about putting in full effort, or he did today. They all did.
Like I said, they all did. They all put a good shift in again today. So like I said, we can't. That's the one thing we're coming out of now, is we don't really question their commitment so much, because they're really sort of knuckling down and working extremely hard, and they worked really hard today. Horse has had, I think, one shot down the middle first half, and probably very little to deal with second half, apart from the shot where they probably should have scored. But that's all he's had to deal with, really, I think. So it wasn't a great performance, but it wasn't a poor one either. It was right in the middle there, and it was obviously at the top end of the pitch where we have been very clinical. Obviously today we weren't. It wasn't there for us today, but like I said, no fault with the boys. Just one of them days, and we've got to go again Tuesday.
Do you feel it'll be easier on Tuesday, because they presumably are going to come out a little bit more?
I don't know. Like I said, I think the games they've drawn, I think they were at home, and they've then gone away and lost away from home. Obviously, I don't know where the game was against Stortford when they beat Stortford. But like I said, all we know is we've got to go there and do the similar like we've done tonight, and just add that final touch to get the right result. So like I said, they've played in a manner that was good. They worked hard. They worked hard with their shape. They got bodies in the way between the ball and the goal. And we just couldn't break it down today. So, like I said, we've got to go there with the same commitment, same effort, and just add that little bit of quality in the final third.
How worried are you about a fixture pilot?
But it's what comes with the territory, doesn't it? Like we said a couple of weeks ago, if you win games in the FA Cup, then obviously they are going to catch up with you at some point. So it's not ideal, because it means pushing another league game back. But it just is what it is. Like I said, we're in the cup competitions. We don't want to lose. We want to, because there's valuable prize money for us there. So we don't want to lose the games, and that's why we've gone strong today. And like I said, we'll do the same on Tuesday, and then have to give the boys a bit of a rest before another tough game on Saturday.
You brought a left back in, Tyrone Duffus, I think it is. What can you quickly tell us about him? When will international clearance?
So he's not a left back. He's a centre midfield player.
Midfield player.
Yeah. So I worked with Tyrone and his brother at Cheltenham before they went to Everton, and he's young, very athletic. He'll add a lot to the team. Unfortunately, he won't be cleared in time to play Tuesday, because obviously the players on Tuesday can only be the ones that were registered today for the game today. So obviously he wasn't registered in time, so he won't be able to play Tuesday, which is a shame. But he'll bring, like I said, he'll bring an extra body, and he'll bring young exuberance, excitement. He's a big, strong boy, and he does well, and he likes to tackle, and he likes to win headers, and he likes to get forward. So, like I said, he'll certainly add something to the group once we can get him in the team.
And finally, Mike McGrath's foot injury. You were worried you were going to get a second opinion on it, I believe. But what's the latest?
Not a second opinion. We waited for a scan. He's had the scan done now, so we're just waiting for the report to come through. So until we get the report from the consultant, it's hard still to tell. So the scan's been done. He's had that. We're just waiting for that report now, and hopefully it won't be so bad. But like I said, I'm not holding out too much hope.
Thanks for your time.
No problem.